Hi everyone, happy Monday. Misilla here at Learn to Grow. Beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. So I finally got around to harvesting the shallots, the store-bought shallots that I planted back in spring. I think it was late April, maybe early May. I will link it below. But they have been ready to be harvested, I think, since 3 or 4 weeks ago. Now some of them have died back and rotted because of all the rain that we got in May and June, and so some of them did not make it. But I took a peek and some of them have divided into separate cloves and into individual shallots. So this is the garden box where I planted them with strawberries, spinach, and I even have a few tomato starts in there that I started from suckers. So they're still kind of small. I'm not sure if they're going to produce that much at all. Looks like they're starting to flower. But anyways, so I've got them here and you probably can't see them because they've all died back and they're pretty much in the ground right here. So let me move the camera closer. I planted a row right there near the edge of the garden box, and again I think a couple more rows towards the middle. Again, they are hard to see, but you can see the tops right here that have died back. So let's go ahead and start harvesting. I'm going to put my little shovel or spade down about 4 inches away from the little cloves. Okay, there's 2 in this one. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 in this one, and you can actually get between 5 to 12 depending on growing conditions and how they do. So here is our harvest. The ones to the left were grown from store-bought organic shallots that were sprouting in our kitchen. The ones to the right were actually grown from shallot sets that were sold for planting. So it looks like I have gotten better results with shallots that are normally found in the produce section of your grocery store. Again, these were organic shallots, and sometimes they put growth inhibitors on some produce that prevent them from sprouting and or reproducing. So I'm really glad that I planted these store-bought shallots. So these were the store-bought ones. These were the sets. The shallot sets were smaller and has a rounder shape. These were the store-bought ones, which are longer or elongated shape. So I had 4 of the 8 shallot sets that produced. So I had about a 50% production rate or germination rate from the store-bought shallot sets that I paid $6 for. And it looks like almost all of the store-bought shallots that I planted produced for me. Some of them only in clumps of 2, some in 5 and 3. I actually spent less than $4 for the store-bought shallots, so I'm really happy with the results. Now, if you'd like to store your shallots for long-term storage like you would with onions and or garlic, you want to dry or cure them first. So I have them, putting them in this little box, and I'll be placing them somewhere in the shade away from direct light or sunlight where they get good air ventilation or circulation. In about 2 weeks, they should be dry enough and you can brush off the dirt, and then you can store them for long term. I don't think I'm going to be storing them that long because we didn't really have that much. So it's a kind of pretty small harvest, but also fun to grow. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and find it helpful, and let me know if you grew any shallots this year. This is my 2nd year growing shallots, and I really like growing shallots because they are very tasty. They have this mild onion and they're kind of sweet. So they're fun to grow. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day and happy gardening.